Katie Simpson is with us from Washington. And Katie, what stood out in this interview?
Well, Kamala Harris breaks some news in this interview. Ian, she says she will not change U.S. policy toward Israel. Military support would continue if she's elected. Her day one priority is to make life more affordable for the middle class, and she'll pick a Republican to serve in cabinet. But her main goal here is to appear competent and confident. And to take some of the pressure off, she invited her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, to join her. Democrats see the race heading in a direction they like, and that is why the stakes are so high. And they're going to great lengths to minimize risk. Momentum is building behind Kamala Harris. It's starting to show in swing state polls, and you can see it at her rallies. She's also running a cautious campaign, limiting her exposure and questions from journalists, trying to prevent a gaffe. So this first interview is being watched closely, and Harris is using it to deliver a message of unity.
Will you appoint a Republican to your cabinet?
Yes, I would.
Anyone in mind?
Yes, I would. No one in particular in mind. We got 68 days to go with this election, so I'm not putting the cart before the horse, but I would.
Harris also defended abandoning progressive policy positions, adopting a harder line on immigration, ditching her plan to ban fracking.
And I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed.
She's the greatest flip-flopper. Things that she never even thought of. She probably goes back to her room and gets sick to her stomach when she says what she has to say.
Donald Trump has tried to paint Harris as a candidate who can't handle scrutiny, pointing to past interviews, including this from 2021, about failing to witness the southern border crisis firsthand.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
Republicans seem to want voters to hold Harris to the standard of a traditional politician, a norm Trump blew through long ago. In the past 24 hours alone, he's posted vulgar misogynistic attacks against Harris online, while his staff defended campaigning in a military cemetery, possibly breaking the law.
He sees himself as an orange wrecking ball, and he thinks the way to win this election is to double and triple down on his base.
And Katie, tonight we heard for the first time the story of how Harris learned that Joe Biden was dropping out.
Yeah, it was a Sunday. She said she made pancakes for her great nieces. They'd sat down to do a puzzle, and that's when the phone rang and Joe Biden shared his decision. She says she asked him, "Are you sure?" And he said yes. She says he offered the endorsement right away. She didn't ask for it. And in that moment, her first thought was about him, not her, a moment that completely changed this race. Ian.
Sure did. Katie Simpson in Washington tonight.